Hey Tarot Tribe, it's Dustin from A Modern Metaphysic Man, and today I thought we could hang out and take a trip through Liz Huston's The Dreamkeepers Tarot. This is an independently published deck by Liz Huston, who is an artist who lives in and works in California. She actually owns and operates her own little art gallery and shop out there. And she produces just some really beautiful, etheric, sort of Victorian style neoclassico, styled art is the best way that I can think of describing it. And this is the tarot deck she just recently published. This is the first edition, and I did get the companion book that she also self-published that goes along with it, because the book itself just comes with a really little pamphlet. And I've had this deck for a few weeks now, and it's a really great deck. So the companion book is really nice. It's full color, which is really cool. And it comes with just tons of information about the cards. It has a whole section about tarot spreads, sort of reading the cards, things like that. So it's great. It is signed by Liz Huston. And I also got this lovely little bookmark, which is so cool. I love these little touches. So it's a great little companion book, totally worth it. It's really inexpensive for an additional book. The deck itself comes in a standard tuck box that has the Lover's card on the front. It says 78 Tarot card, 22 Major Arcana, 56 Minor Arcana. It is a standard tarot size, so just like any standard RWS deck. The back has this beautiful artwork on it. The sides just have the name of the deck on both sides. So it's pretty standard, nothing crazy. I wish it was nicer. I hate tuck boxes, but you know, it is the nature of the beast. She did send along a little business card, which is cool, and I keep it in there. It has all of her information, so you can grab it off here. I'll also put links in the description below. And then the deck itself. So, as I mentioned, it does have a little title card that's signed by the artist, which is really cool. It says, "Dear friend, thank you for supporting the Dreamkeepers Tarot. May these cards bring you insight, solace, comfort, guidance, and reassurance in times of struggle or uncertainty, as well as in moments of joy. With much love, Liz Huston." So I think that's really great. It does also have this little fold-out pamphlet, if you don't get the book, that basically has a little blurb about each card. So, you know, it's enough where if you're a tarot master and you just kind of want insight to a little bit of the artist and the deck creator's intention, this might be enough for you. And then the cards themselves are really nice. So the backs, let's talk about the backs first. These are the backs. They have this sort of traditional scrolly floral design. They are not reversible. You have these two faces here. So, you know, if you do read reversals, it's easy to tell if you have one or not. So if that's important to you, it is not gilded. The cardstock itself is basically the same as any US Games style cardstock. So, you know, it's a decent cardstock, decently thick. It'll shuffle well. nothing too out of the ordinary. I did realize that it is out of order, so I'm gonna pause. We'll flip it around so that it's in order, and then we'll do the flip through. All right, we're back and we're in order. So let's start the flip through. So as you can see, starting right away with the Fool, the deck does have this very, dream quality to it. It's very etheric. It does have a very overtly Victorian neoclassic styling to it. Even in the Fool card, you can see this woman who's standing you know, on a cliff, which happens to be this man's top hat, where she's ascended to what it appears to be, you know, the other side of the veil, which is this checkerboard on the bottom. Just a really cool depiction. It follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system, but it very much is its own thing, which I really appreciate. So let's flip through these. The Fool, the Creatrix. Now there's 2 cards, I believe, in the Major Arcana that do differ from the standard sort of traditional cards. The Creatrix is one of them, so it takes the place of the Magician. The meanings are still very similar. It's just more of a nod, I think, to the deck creator, who is an artist, and sort of that manifesting energy as a woman. You know, it really makes sense. Priestess, and I do like how subtle, you know, it is borderless, and how subtle the sort of titles are. It's really well thought out. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, very non-traditional here, being depicted as a woman. She has 3 faces. You know, she's holding a cane, or, you know, a wand with a serpent wrapped around it. It is very different from your usual Hierophant. Let's look at the quick guide here, the quick start guide. The Hierophant, spiritual authority, holder of wisdom and insight, provides guidance on the path of individuation. Interesting. So, you know, very traditional meaning, but it's her own sort of take on that. And it's beautiful. The Lovers, I love the little sort of figures here at the bottom in her dress that have a phase of the moon above. It's really beautiful. You know, the woman is standing on water, the man is standing on earth. I'm not sure what's in his hand or on his coat. Oh, his coat is actually made of playing cards. Interesting. There's just tons of details in these cards. An amazing Chariot card. Strength. The Hermit. I love this Hermit card. I love the fact that the reflection of the Hermit is what is actually holding the lamp. This is our other Major Arcana card that's been changed. So instead of the wheel, we have the Fates. So a similar sort of archetype of card and meaning, but the Fates, you know, have a much, have almost as long and rich of a history mythologically with the dealing of, you know, spinning the thread of life and going through the cycle of life. Justice, the Hanged Woman, Death, Temperance, a very interesting Temperance card with the puzzle pieces, the Devil, a beautiful depiction of the Devil here. Whispering in, you know, Eve's ear, holding the forbidden fruit. The Tower. The Star. I love that she's like a mermaid. She's got a sailboat in her hair. It's so etheric and so, you know, dreamlike, obviously being the Dreamkeepers tarot. It's, you know, it's a very fitting title. It's all very well thought out. The art is just stunning, and if I'm not mistaken, this is all oil painting done on canvas, and I believe in her gallery she did actually have a showcase and of all of the original artworks, and I believe she sold quite a few of them too, which is just awesome. The Moon, the Sun, beautiful Sun card. Judgment. I love this world card. Like, holy shit, I love this world card. The The symbolism, the use of the geometry, the world, it's so perfect. Then we get into our minors, so our Ace of Wands. And this one kind of threw me a little bit because she's got this big cauldron, and I was like, cups? What? But, you know, she's holding the wand and inserting it into the cup. So again, lots and lots of detail and meaning. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. And in the minors, you see a lot more of a traditional RWS depiction of the cards, which is great. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven. Beautiful Eight of Wands. I love this other figure here that's cut off that you only get just a slight nod of, who's reaching forward and, you know, pulling this figure along. Our Nine of Wands. She's been through a lot. And our Ten of Wands. Very interesting depiction of the Ten of Wands. Our Page. And the court system is a matriarchal court system. So it goes Page, Knight, King, then Queen. Really beautiful though. And our Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Our Page of Cups, our Knight, our King. I love the King and Queen in the cup suit. We have our swords. Swords are so beautiful. I mean, look at these cards. I love this Three of Swords with, you really get the sense of mourning, right? With this card, that you're mourning your heartache, whatever that heartache may be, with the black sort of traditional mourning gown here. 4 and 5, 6, 7. The mask on, so you still get that sort of thinking outside the box, you know, being a little deceptive. 8, beautiful. And 9, these cards, the mood of these cards is just amazing. 10, Page, Knight, flying with the ravens. This King is really interesting. Queen. We have our Pentacles. 2, 3. Lots of butterflies and birds. Love this Four of Pentacles. 5, 6, 7. I love this little sort of traditional music box ballerina that's popping out of her head. 8. 9 and 10. Everything's pulling around. I believe. What is that? Yeah, there's another smaller figure coming out of where her head is. There's just so much to these cards. Page and Knight, King and Queen. So yeah, that is the Dreamkeepers Tarot. Let me know in the comments below what you think. When I saw the images of this deck, I was like, I need to have this. There's just so much good intention and so much energy put into these cards that you can feel them when you look at them. They are beautiful. They lay out really well. It's so uniform. It's all so well thought out and planned. It is really a masterpiece. So definitely check this one out. Let me know what you think. And as always, if you enjoy my videos, like and subscribe, share them, pass them around. I love sharing tarot with you guys. Also, be sure to check out my newer series of tarot videos, which I called Tarot Tips. They're just really quick little videos about different ways to read the tarot and little tarot spreads and stuff like that. So check those out. Let me know what you think. I super appreciate all of you guys coming to hang out. As always, remember everyone's fighting a battle that you know nothing about, so be kind, always. Bye, guys.